Okay, folks, we are live. We are live. Alright. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. How are you all doing today? Okay, so this absolutely bugs me. I have the dual stream on. And even though I moved over so much to the left, it for some reason thinks that it isn't. I am so frustrated right now about that. Like, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Okay, so 3 golds. It's good. Oh. It's frustrating. Okay. Yeah. Going to get started here shortly. I mean, it's not exactly much. Maybe my game screen just needs to be wider. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not gonna let it bother me at the moment. There's no reason for it. Let's not let it ruin my day. Let's not let it ruin my day. I wonder if it won't kill. That'll do. Okay, so that is taken care of, and let's hop into Extra Frontier here. This is my actual first look at this. Okay, so there's general missions here, so clear 1 to 5 and then 6 to 9 for 10 dragon stones. And interesting. Okay. Clear within 6 turns. Interestingly enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So Colonel Silver here does not appear to have any missions here whatsoever. Okay, so level 1 reduces the amount of ki obtained by 3. Level 2, additional attacks will be disabled. Okay, so we want to do this in one turn, don't we? Let me pull up the infographic here. Yep, let's get in here. So, Colonel Silver is just one phase. So that's not much, say. Let's not totally crimp our plans here then. I think the truth is that I have no clue how difficult this fight is actually going to be, because Dokkan Frontier and the infographics do not have the stats involved. Okay, so Colonel Silver is extreme ancient. Let's try and okay, we can, unless, hold on. That is Dragon Ball Saga, that is Dragon Ball Saga, so this is going to be Team 2's leader. Okay, let's put these two in. Let's go back here. I guess bring in Mercenary Tau. And sure. Let's go ahead with this and see what happens. I don't think it's going to be that easy, but I can definitely try. So, no attack lowering, no stunning, and no sealing, and no other extra gimmicks besides for 30% damage reduction. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see, these are 3 links, this is only 2 links, so we're gonna put these 2 together. And, yep, let's try and get an 18 super there, and let's go. Let's see what happens here. Double digits, fair enough. So it does not look like I'm doing this in one turn whatsoever. Not with this team at least. And as such, I'm actually going to perform the group exchange. Simply because I do want to, if at all possible, get this done without so much trouble. It looks like the build crew over here is going to be able to take it out. Oh, you know, let's finish it off. Did get a crit though. Alright. Next we have Muscle Tower, which is actually 3 phases. Okay, and the second phase has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all types Murasakis with guaranteed stun from the physical one on the super attack. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. So we do have to finish this in 6 turns, so you know what kind of team I'm going to be rocking here? For AoEs, I think we're going with GT bosses. I think we're going with GT bosses here. Okay, so first off, bring in these two, and then Nova Shenron, I think. And then for Team 2, this is a 200% yet, so this is going to be Team 2. What is... Okay, so we want AGL and STR. Yeah, another older unit that I don't have maxed out. Is it GT pluses? No. I guess I can use them since I have them. So, let's do this. So, no extra gimmicks from Major Metallotron besides for another 100% attack and then minus 100% defense when HP is 50% or less. That was one of the most fun fights in Dragon Ball. Not gonna lie. That was one of the most fun fights in Dragon Ball. Okay, now we're on to the second phase. We have Intensity Level 1. I should take a look at the intensity level because this is going to be kind of annoying. Okay, so I am actually going to be doing this. But that's weird. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 Murasakis deal 15% of the enemy's max HP as damage every turn. And as you can see, they activated twice on 2 of the units. It didn't activate on the Omega Shenron. Okay, so what is... Level 2 disables evasion. Super attack effects will not activate in level 3. I'd wait for that. Let's grab these. So there's no sealing any of these guys. And the physical Murasaki has a 5% chance to dodge all attacks aimed at it. At him. We dodged. Doing a lot more damage than I would like. Not gonna lie. Which kind of does signify the difficulty a little bit. Okay, on to the third phase where we're up against Bouillon and General White. Goku uses his head for once to win. Okay, so now I'm actually going to use the domain here. Enemy receives 40,000. 40,000 damage per physical key obtained. You can see the bombs over there. Heal. General White also has 200% extra defense when Bouillon is present. And there is no ceiling. General White cannot be stunned. Everyone else lowering attack. That's it. No happen. Ooh, my damage is really low. I should have probably targeted General White. Oh, Bouillon is dead anyway. Bouillon is dead anyway. Okay. So we've done that in under 6 turns. That should unlock 2-1. Nice. Okay. Seems priority risk. Any chatting? Okay, on to the Node 3 here for Red Ribbon Army Edition Extra Frontier. Let's take a look here. We're not 2-1, that's not what I'm looking for, number 3. So we've got 2 phases here for General Blue. Okay. I am thinking that we switch back out here. This time, let's use Saiyan Saga. This is Saiyan Saga, yep. Here are the EVA. There we go, there's one, and Nappa should be STR, yep. Okay, and then we go in here for this. Okay, let's do that.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, so both phases have guaranteed stuns. Both phases have guaranteed stuns. Sounds great. So it's the same kind of linkage? Yeah, then I'll do this. Okay. I would have liked to switch out to Nappa here, but it's fine. What is it? Raise attack by 1700 temporarily, change physical cases, ramifications, 30 seconds. Okay, so I can save that for next turn. Let's take a look here. So, okay, so 2 turns is what I should be for here. Okay. No. Okay. That is so unfortunate. He has 80% chance to dodge his first turn he's up. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, so this is gonna be a lot more troublesome than I'd like. Okay. I'm gonna switch out here. Okay, I could check to see if we have more missions. Four links there. Two links there. Alright, that is making that decision a lot easier for me. Get all four of those rainbow boosters so that I can attempt to dodge everything. And so we're already doing more damage, especially because, okay, you're not supposed to take advantage of falling easier. Okay, so phase 1 is done. I'm gonna drop this active skill. Much as I'd rather save those key spheres if at all possible, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to. Okay, and then we do this. Fair enough. I'll switch back out to the other team if I don't manage to kill General Blue right here. So we can actually lower his, pardon me, attack and defense. But he also has a 10% chance to dodge. Super attack is again 100% stun guaranteed. Nice, Yamcha. Well done. Sarcasm. Sarcasm when he does a normal. Dodged everything there though. And almost 19 million attack stats. Alright. Oh, if they had just crit. If I just crit. 11.9 there. Yeah, there's a crit. Okay, so that is node 3 done. Alright, let's try node 4. Oh boy. I missed the node missions. I need to do this in 2 turns. Let's just do this in 2 turns. This is gonna be relatively easy to do in 2 turns, I think. I did not intend for that to happen. But that works out anyway. If I'm gonna be doing that kind of damage, that works out anyway. Not mad about that at all. Especially because he's not gonna be supering first, so... Sorry, getting an attack in before, so it would be... me just avoiding. Nice. Okay, on to the second phase. Alright. to the second phase. We do the group exchange. That gives us also 100%. Sorry, 40% more attack. Let's drop this active skill here. Okay. Defense is lowered, interestingly enough. Now, for every rainbow keister obtained, another 10% chance to dodge before attacking. So earlier I got 4. Let's see what happens when I get 4 again. See if he dodges the super attack or not. Or the attack in the beginning or not. Okay, dodged him. Huge. Okay. That means I don't have to worry about it being a super attack or not. Yes. And that is 2 turns. Alrighty. I actually got that done. That wasn't too difficult with that team. Just needed to focus a little bit. 2 more dragon stones there. Alright. There's also a dragon stone clear per... Interesting. Let's take a look at the gnome mission. Deal 10 or more million damage. And clear node 4. 10 or more million damage. We're up against Staff Officer Black, 2 Red Ribbon robots, and Colonel Violet. Interesting. So do we go back to the GT Bosses team or not? I guess so. There's no stunning involved. Colonel Violet makes it that we take 60,000 damage per Inkeiser obtained. Cannot be KO'd due to receiving this damage. You've gotta be wondering why it's not remembering my last team. Not as if I was in here before. Okay, let's head back into GT boss territory. This time I'm actually gonna flip the script and do it this way. The reason behind that being that this looks to be one phase and one phase only. And so if I can... Oh, why am I in the second? I am not paying attention here very well, am I? There we go. This way I can do the 3x exchange and maybe I can one-shot this phase. So level 2 evasion will be disabled, level 3 additional attacks will be disabled, level 4 super attack effects will not activate.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay. So there is no nerfing on Staff Officer Black. Colonel Violet, you can do anything you want with regards to nerfing her. Heads out of the gutter, boys. Yep. And Staff Officer Black also gains 200% attack and defense when another ally is present. And the 2 Red Ribbon Army bots reduce key by 1 each. They had a 1% chance. Okay, so we are going to activate this. With the domain active, there is just so much more in the way of key and whatnot. Man, I genuinely am not liking some of these battle motions. They just obscure the entire field. So, as it appears, it does not seem that they have so much health. They can hit relatively hard if you bring someone without the way out of ability. Hello there, Iota. How are you? Yes, at the moment, I am. At the moment, I am. But so that was very easy. And that completed the known mission as well. So that's good. Then we're moving on to node 5 here. Node 5 doesn't have any missions, but we do have the unlock conditions here. So I need to collect at least 15 physical key spheres, so I need to bring in an orb changer. There is only one phase, so I need to bring in an orb changer then. So let's do that. Okay, so this is a new game mode. It's called Dokkan Frontier. Dokkan Frontier doesn't work the same way as Dokkan Battle does, where you use 6 of your own units. One of them is the leader with the leader skill, and then the friend unit's leader skill adds, and your leader skill also adds onto the friend's one, right? Here, you build 2 teams of 3. There is no friend unit, and each one has their own leader, but they don't add to the other team, which makes it more difficult. And then there's specific nodes that are hidden behind a specific unlock condition like this, and there is generally no node missions involved there. Like, for example, here there was node missions, as you can see here on the corner, and it was very simple. Deal 10 million more damage. Just Gold Mega Shenron could do that. So right now I'm up to node 5, and as soon as I finish node 6, then we start doing difficult content, the Climax battle, which I'm still going to try and do without using the Majin Vegeta plus Goku. Alright, let's go in here and let's do team formation. I'm just thinking that there isn't units here on GT bosses that'll make physical key spheres, so let's try this a different way, okay? Let's do a USS. That's not gonna work with that. So long as you're looking, Iota. If you're looking, then you will definitely see. It's a euphemism, by the way. Okay, so for the most part here, I am trying to bring in orb changers as much as possible. So this is an orb changer, if I'm not mistaken. Physical and STR go to tech. What does the physical Kefla make? Int changes to physical, so I need to find some other people here. So any orb changing in here? Only when from the 6th turn from the start of battle. So if it takes up to the 6th turn, then we can discuss that. See, does he add any key sphere changing? Nope. I can actually search for that. So skill effect, passive skill. Change key spheres. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, I don't want him to change the physical key spheres. That wouldn't help me much. That would not help me much. Yeah, I don't want it to change physical key spheres to rainbow key spheres, so that's not. No, that's a rainbow orb changer. What does this one do? It's also a rainbow orb changer. What does he do? Changes STR to AGO. Not exactly. This changes into rainbow. Also into rainbow. So there's lots of rainbow orb changers, but not exactly what I am looking for. I think that this is what I'm just gonna leave it as. I think so. Don't think another orb changer is gonna help me here. Let's see. We're up against the ink enemy here. Bring this in. He's gonna do orb, physical orb. He's gonna change to rainbow key spheres. Let's make sure. Yeah. A certain type. It doesn't say that it's not going to do a certain one. Alright. Yeah, well, changing. Yeah. Seems like this is not going to be the best case scenario working forward. Okay, let's give this a shot. Alright. Let's give this a shot. Let's see what happens. That is very, very little. That is very, very little. Okay, let's do this. I wonder if I'm still gonna be able to get all the keys. I probably should have saved the switches. In all likelihood, I'm just going to decimate this. No, I guess not. We have a lot of health, I guess. Okay, so gains 50% attack with each key blast. Super attack receives up to 300%. We can lower their defense and nothing else. Yeah, I'm starting to think that it would have been a better idea if I just switched over once instead of doing the 3 times, which would make it easier for me to generate physical key spheres. Well, I can see what you mean, but these are central to the game's passive gameplay. And what I mean by that is that this is a game that if I close the game right now, I can come back in 2 weeks, and if this is still available, I can continue the stage. And if it's not available, I can continue the stage still. But then I would be stuck not having a register because I used it up. You understand? Hold on a moment. I see physical key spheres there. Let's try and snag a few more. Maybe I can get. It is super attack. We dodged it. Beautiful. Okay. I think we have roughly 10 physical key spheres here at this point. Maybe we have more. We are able to get more if we have another turn. Don't finish him off here. I'm not using the newest unit, which has so much better animations. So there's that as well. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be doing so much damage here, so I can definitely go a few more turns here, it seems. Or I cannot dodge and then just lose. Or I cannot dodge and then just lose. Okay. So the first intensity level has been reached where we get 3 less key. We do have a revival, apparently, so that's good. That is good. Guess? Let's hope this turn does not kill. Dodge super attack should be fine though. Attacks and defense. Unfortunate. Unfortunate with the amount of damage he took there. See, this unit here, for example, is 8 years old. The animations haven't changed. So it's nice to see that a new set of eyes is saying that these are kind of over the top. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the other turn, it seems. Well, they can super twice per turn, huh? Okay, so the Int Goku doing a lot of damage. I'm probably gonna have to redo it. Wait, didn't I have a revival? I mean, either way, it's fine. Yeah, I do have a revival. It happens after the turn. I think the other ones are still lost, though.
Vegeta, 17. And all the others gave everything they had so I can keep going. If I quit now, I'll betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down.
The lip syncing is kind of this for the Japanese version. Hilarious, you know. Okay, so I have... This is 5. Yeah, that's 4. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna use the active skill. So that... Oh, I didn't want to use the active skill to get the physical orbs. My bad. My bad. Should have gotten the physical orbs. I had 100% dodge anyway, but I did get the mission, so I did end up getting enough physical key spheres. It seems. Yup. That's good. That is good. Okay, so 16, 17, and 18, there's no node missions. Let's get this mission though. So I will gladly take an extra 5 Dragon Stones, as long as if I have nearly enough. Okay, let's switch the infographic here. Not the movie one, this one. Okay, so these are all one phase. I'm thinking I use the GT Bosses team this time around because I'm gonna need to do a AoE attack. There's 3, it's one phase with 3 enemies. GT Bosses. Trying to think. So nobody here has any kind of... Okay. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do the 3 switch, or do I want to do something else? Let's go back here a moment and look at the intensity levels. So level 1 reduces 1 key, level 3 reduces 3 key obtained, and level 5 is all out enemy attacks. I might as well do it this way. Yeah.
All right, let's do
this. Your input is still appreciated. Still appreciated. Now I just have to check one thing here. Oh wow, that's a lot of rainbow orbs. For no apparent reason. Okay, so when receiving an unarmed super attack, 70% chance of nullifying it. So I want to leave him in slot 1. He's just going to be linking up better with the Shinshin run. Ironically. Because I'm hoping all of these are super attacks here so that I can counter them. Should have tried to enable 7 key serve there. Okay, so going over some of the details here for 16, 17, and 18. 16 has 60% damage reduction, 2 different types of super attacks, and of course, they are both all physical unarmed super attacks. Same with the 17 and 18. And 17's 2 attacks both lower attack by 20% for 1 turn, and 18's lower 30% defense for 1 turn. So there's no stunning ceiling. 18 can't have defense lowered, 17 can't have attack lowered, 16 cannot be nerfed at all. And 60% damage reduction for 16 and 18, and 17 has 55% damage reduction. 16 has a few more mechanics for engaged, 10% attack with each attack received up to 100%, but also gains for 100% extra defense when both 17 and 18 are no longer present. Oh, 16 is down. Okay. Nice, got an additional super attack. Still gonna give me a 24 key. 7 orbs, doesn't really matter. And that's still gonna give me 24 key. Okay. Countered that. Nearly finished him off, okay. Another counter. Okay, yeah. And that is node 6, Red Ribbon Army Extra Edition. Relatively easy. Bringing in whoever we want is great. Of course, in the original Dokkan Frontier Planet Namek Saga, we could not be both restricted to Planet Namek Saga, and it was kind of difficult at that point. Oh, so there were unlock conditions I failed to do here. I needed to use Goku's family for this, huh? Could have been easily done. Could have been easily done, but I neglected to do it. So that's gonna be for another day, I guess. That's it for Dokkan Frontier on the live stream. Now I stock up on green memory film and try to do this uncontrollable power mission for stage 2 of Climax Battle. Let's go ahead and stock up. Of course, this could happen right away, that it does. So 3 days left, and I'm going to be trying to do stage 2 here versus Gohan Beast with just so like I was saying, I am going to be trying to do Superhero Climax Battle with just stage 2 versus Gohan Beast. This time without the Majin Vegeta as the lead. And let's put Uncontrollable Power there. Or Uncle Trouble. Yeah. Uncle Trouble. Power. Now, bringing in this guy would be enormous, but we're not going up against the Majin Buu Saga enemy, and we don't have a Trunks on the team. So, who we can bring in here is, of course, kind of limited. I wonder if these guys will be able to do well in here, and I can bring them in. So, 18% chance to dodge. Another 35% chance to dodge, another 18% chance to dodge. That's 71%. And there's no Ki Blast super attacks. There's a 71% chance to dodge, so maybe this works out well. Another option would be this unit, but he's a slot 1 unit, and sadly, he's not going to do very well. Yeah. Ironically, bringing in this guy is also an option because he can get 66% damage reduction if he gets 3 Rainbow Key Spheres, and with a Whis, he takes double digits damage. So there's that as well. This Vegeta is not really an option because he needs to have another crossover character on the team. He loses out significantly there. Of course, in my previous video, if you have this guy, just use him as a lead. It makes things so much easier. Okay. So I'm going to try the 17 and 18 and see if that makes life just a little bit more easier on this stage. Okay, so we want to get the he's not going to be on, they're not going to be on this lead, on the support memory. I just hope that they end up dodging then. I just hope they end up dodging. So, it's an interesting question that you have there, because it works with the way their kit is. So the basic effect is that they have an 18% chance to dodge and 17% damage reduction. Them being units 17 and 18, right? 17 and 18 is 35. Right? So every key sphere obtained, they get 35. And then for every tech key sphere, they get 18% attack and 17% defense. They double stack on the orbs that they're getting. Then, if I get 2 or more tech key spheres or a rainbow key sphere, then I have another 35% chance of dodging and damage reduction. So they end up with a total of 34, which is 69% damage reduction and 71% chance to dodge. That's only when HP is 35% or less. I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if that's good enough. That makes things a lot more difficult here. No, I'm gonna have to switch them out. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Can this Broly do anything? No, if he doesn't have damage reduction, he's not going to end up with 2k, 2 million defense. Even then. Theoretically speaking, this guy is an option. But there is no extra damage reduction there because it's not a Goku. Do I or not? I can try this. Honestly, I can try that. Okay, let's go over to the infographic here and see what we have. So 1.3 billion health, 2 million attack, 2 million defense, 5.6 million damage for the super attack. So the first 50% of his health, he's going to be doing this super attack twice per turn. Up to twice per turn, and he has a domain which completes the no nerfing possibility and also greatly raises attack and defense, which is 50%. Gains 100% extra attack and defense when HP is 50% or less, and then 7% attack and 7% defense within the turn with each attack exceed up to 100%. That makes things pretty nasty. And so once we get to the second part of the scripted actions here, which is going to be the 0 to 50% super attack, you will see that he only does 3 attacks in that turn, and it's going to be up to the third slot where the super happens. There will be another super in that entire turn. Okay. Wish me luck. I'm going to be looking for rotations before I even continue, to be fair. This is the technical worst case scenario. Because I don't want to have this Broly on the same rotation as the Majin Vegetas. Gonna hop out and hop back in. Okay. Messed up. I messed up. Yeah, I'm bringing in my regular team. Oh boy. Yep. This is it. There it is. Let's change that. I wonder if I shouldn't just bring in another LR just because... Or the damage reduction is just... Sorry, the dodge chance is just what I need. Let's see what these guys do. 30% chance to dodge when HP 6. Yeah, that's kind of mid. Alright, so this is the team then. Let's try this. If I get lucky with the RNG placement, I can avoid using an item this turn, and maybe even next turn. Depends where the attacks are. Well, the chances are that that's a super attack there at the end is kind of high. Let's not kid ourselves. It's kind of high. Alright. Let's build up the Dokkan gauge a bit. This is still going to go after the AGL key sphere, so might as well be over 20 keys, so hopefully we don't take... Oh no, both super attacks on slot 0. Alright, that works. That works out. I mean, not that 90% damage reduction should be taking so much damage, though, but... Okay, so far, we're okay. So far, we're okay. Because next time these guys come around, I have the tech rolling on rotation, so he's going to be able to tanky slot 1 as well. Think. This is kind of annoying. This is kind of annoying. Because once I attack here, no. No. I have to use a Whis already. I have to use a Whis already. And I have to try and heal up a bit. It's kinda nerve-wracking, but I have to. So with 60% damage reduction plus the item that I just used, that's now 100% damage reduction. And that is exactly what we're looking for. The EX super attack, which enormously increases his damage. Rip run. %70 chance to dodge. That is maddening. That is very, very annoying. That is very, very annoying. Yup, that about sums it up. I have to look for a maxed out Majin Vegeta plus Goku, so this is gonna take a minute to keep refreshing. It's 90%. Do I chance it this way or not? I could. I definitely could. Let's see where these super attacks are laid out. Sorry, where the attacks itself are laid out. I wouldn't know which is the super attack. Because they all each have individual animations. Okay, so this is kind of what I was looking for. All those attacks there in the beginning is going to be very helpful to building up the Tech Broly. Does have 70%. Oh my goodness. 70% damage reduction, he's still taking that much damage? Yep. I counted that at least. Starting off at 32 million as an attack stat. Kinda big. Question is, I have to look to see if he did or did not get his. It's weird. That is very weird. He most definitely got 70% damage reduction because those attacks were 2 million each. He is getting additional super attack. That's the good part. The big problem is at the end over here. I don't think Majin Vegeta is going to take double digits. Even if he does, he gets super. Okay, there's an EX Super, please. It's a 60% chance for it to be an EX Super, which has an additional effect, and this is a new mechanic they introduced this year. One in a quarter million. Horrendous. That was absolutely horrendous. That was absolutely horrendous. I have the level 8. I have the extra defense. The additional there is 90%. Yes, so he had the damage reduction, the 70% damage reduction, but it still was not enough. Even with the guard, it wasn't enough. Had he taken a super attack first, maybe if he'd have countered it. Well, it's good to know then.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm not going to go in with this set of rotations, even though it seems like it's going to be good because we'll have the Majin Vegeta's on rotation and the Tech Broly is on his own rotation. It's not going to be good because I have 2 slot 1s there. I'm gonna try this again. This is, complicated, of course, because it's not easy at all. Signed up for this, though. I'm kind of stuck with it. I am tempted to use this now, which means I would take a lot less damage this turn. The problem is that this Vegeta is not tanking if that's a super attack at the end. Neither is this Broly for that matter, so I guess I'm just using this right away. It kind of annoys me. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of annoys me. We got a counter. Problem with there being a super attack in any slot is means I cannot properly prepare and put the unit that's most likely to defend in that spot. No chance for another counter. Had I known that he would dodge that, I might have gone without the we. Okay. Got an EX super attack. It wasn't a crit, unfortunately, but still getting the EX super attack is huge. And I forgot to turn on the recording. I forgot to turn on the recording for the first part. Yeah. I do have the Wheats active, so I shouldn't be in any danger whatsoever. Well, I should have tried to get the 24 key. Well, I say that, even though with 90% chance to dodge, he doesn't dodge that. Come on! It's just a joke at this point. Oh my gosh. That's just sad. That is just sad. Like, how? You gotta be kidding me. Hidden potential system level 17. 50% chance to dodge before attacking, another 20% chance to dodge, and is the first or the third attack to obtain key spheres in a turn, another 20% chance to dodge. So 90% chance to dodge plus 17 hidden potential system. Fails it twice. Once with 90% and once with 70%. You gotta be kidding me.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that notion at all. I'm not disagreeing with that notion at all. It's just that it's a difficult fight, and without the newest units, it's gonna be difficult. It's not impossible. I got really close with this team. I say with this team, but I think I was using Int Buhan instead, but Int Buhan doesn't get the corroded body and mind leader skill from Majin Vegeta, so it's kind of a moot point. And to top it off, I cannot tell. I cannot tell where the attacks are going to be. So it could all be in slot 1. Who knows? So, another attempt here. Okay, so I am almost positive that there's going to be a super attack in any slot here. The first one is more than likely to be a super attack, though. More than likely. The problem is that I don't have near enough defense here. You know what? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I will not discount the attempt to try and do this without using an item this time. Oh wow. Yeah, if there's another super attack there, in any slot that isn't dodged, it's over. No EX super attack, oh wow. No EX super attack, no crit. Lovely. And a normal. Okay, at least he didn't super there, so I can dodge it. I need to dodge 3 attacks here at the end. Or is it 2 attacks? Dodged? Okay, phew! I saved on the Wii item. Yay! I saved on the Wii item. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be putting him in slot 1, so there's no 90% damage reduction. I am going to use the Wii because I cannot afford to take more damage this turn. Yeah, I can grab that. I wonder who links up better. So there's 5 links there and 6 links there. So I might as well throw him off rotation because he's got that 80%, sorry, 70% damage reduction plus the lead. He'll be more than fine, and I can get these spheres and heal up a bit. Same with these. And I have ADL key spheres for next turn as well as the physical key spheres. No counter. Ooh, yeah. We're starting off to a great start here. A great start. So my damage is exceedingly low. And I mean exceedingly low. Ideally, the first turn would have been able to take off a whole bar of health. I got severely unlucky. So we countered that one at least. Let's go. Oh no, he dodged? He didn't counter? Oh my goodness. What a ripoff. What a ripoff. Okay, so I already have to use the Wii item again. It hurts. It genuinely hurts to use it so soon. But man. Okay, at least that's giving me 24 key. Healing up a bit. Had I been under a threshold for the health, I would have gotten a lot more damage out, but no EX super attack. Again, this run is absolutely cooked. I am not even going to attempt to go further on this. There's no way. I don't have enough weeks to do this 15 times. It's not possible. Yeah. Okay, so the health bars is kind of standard for these kinds of difficult events. 10 health bars, but with 1.3 billion health, each health bar is 130 million, and as you can see, he's gaining 7% attack and defense with each attack received. So I'm doing less damage the longer the turn is. And as you can see, he's super here at the end instead of in the beginning. So if I had anyone there who didn't dodge or do anything with that, it would be over anyway. Because if I didn't have enough damage reduction to equalize up to 100%, I would still be taking damage. It's kind of like when we had the Tech Broly here. This one, he was in slot 1, and he has 90% damage reduction as the first attacker in a turn for 1 turn. Okay? So even with 90% damage reduction and guard, he was still taking 177,000. Okay? 177,000 damage. It's not so easily understood that way. Because he obviously is going to have about 200-300k defense, but with a 5.6 million damage super attack, 90% still leaves me with 560,000 damage that I have to be able to defend against. And if my defense isn't that high, it's kind of over in any event. Yeah, I said 1.3 billion health, yes. And which is why we do need to get the EX super attack from Majin Vegeta. And we need to crit as well, because he's type disadvantage. Not to mention, it also has 70% damage reduction too on top of that.
Alright, let's do this.
See how we try to do this, it's not working very well. Oh my goodness.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's do this.
I wouldn't have. I did this. This was so much easier when I could bring in my own Majin Vegeta. The problem is this unit has not returned on any banner as of yet, and that is kind of against what I like to do here. Try to help people do this without using the newest units. But genuinely speaking, I wouldn't be bringing in Janemba if I was able to use my own Majin Vegeta plus Goku.
Alright, let's do this.
But this is a self-imposed restriction. It's not exactly that anyone is holding me to it.
Alright, let's do this.
in the monotony of starting and restarting.
All right, let's do this.
Not a plausible situation, even if that was a maxed out one. Even if that was a maxed out one, that is not a plausible situation. Nope. Now we have maxed out Majin Vegeta. Rotation is no good. No good. Not even gonna try. Rough. And then at least the maxed out one. It's 90%. Should I try? I can try. I mean, it's better than restarting thousands of times, I guess. So there's 4 links there and 4 links there. I do think I'm gonna be doing it this way, though. So he gives extra defense for extreme class allies. I wonder if that would be enough. So 70% damage means it's 60% extra. Sorry, 600k left over from normals. I do have guard. And I can nullify the super attack. I have half a mind to do this just like this. I genuinely have half a mind to just leave it like this. Might as well just test it out. $200k, 186k, there's only one super attack, we did counter it. If the super attack is in slot 2, it's over anyway. Unless I have used the Whis. As, yeah. For some reason, 76% damage reduction still leaves 2.2 million left over. Again, we're here with bad luck. Hey, at least he got an additional super on me. 50% chance, 1 out of 4. Now the hidden potential system is also okay, good. Nice. Very nice. Okay, we countered that, so there's no super attacks for the rest of the turn. Okay, that is something at least. We did an entire health bar at least. Okay, so the damage is not the worst. Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me! I finally have a decent run! Oh my goodness! That is... Oh! Oh, come on! Yeah, I know, I have to go get more film. You know what? You know what? Let me break this down a little bit better, okay? You see here in the bottom, I can only bring in one item. Luckily, if you've played the game enough, you get a dragon, a Shenron Wish, which allows you to use double the amount of the support item, okay? If I could bring in a second one, 35% extra damage reduction from this Icarus item over here. Where is he? Where is Icarus? Icarus. Here. 35% damage reduction for 2 turns. Even though it's 5% less, 35% damage reduction means that Broly would have had 87% damage reduction or something like that. Okay? He doesn't have 76% damage reduction. It's a mistake on my part. It's only before attacking for 3 turns, 200% defense, and 26% damage reduction before attacking. And there are 3 exploding rage or 3 movable category allies attacking the same turn. Which there was 3 movie bosses. So, but it wasn't before his attacking. So he needed to attack first. He needed to be in the slot 1 for that. And I'm putting Attack Broly there because the chances of the super attacks there. One of them is nearly guaranteed to be in slot 0. So, I don't know if I have him maxed out, if it'll enable me to do better on the defensive part. Sure, it'll give me a little bit more on the stats. It's like 700 more defense. I am unsure, honestly. This is becoming more and more of a pain than anything else I can imagine. For real. So this Broly has been out now for several years, only 69%. This Broly has been out for a couple of years and 69%. You know what? I never did this. I never did this for some reason. Let's give him extra defense and see if that helps. You know what? Instead of evasion, I should do defense. I have one. There. This is dodge and defense. I don't know if I want to do dodge and defense. I mean, I would lose 4 additional there. I don't want to lose the 4 additional there. Decisions. Decisions. Let's see if I can't make this do better. That's an option. This is also an option. That just gets so much worse. Okay, no, just checking. Alright. 5%. I could do this. It's a 5 and 5. It'll give me a lot more damage. Truly. It'll give me a lot more damage should I manage to get super attacks. It's not extra defense though. Oh boy. I might just regret this. I might just regret this. Let's give him extra defense. This might enable me to do this a lot easier. Yeah, that's a level 3. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. This might help. That might help. 1 second. There's not a lot to go around. There is not a lot to go around here, is there? I am gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. He hasn't been dodging at all anyway. It's not the greatest. I think I'm gonna leave that one on. Although, to be fair, he doesn't gain any defense here. I kind of wish I had more defense on him, I'll be honest. See what I can get for defense here. Thank you, Iota. Thank you for stopping by and keeping me company. Much appreciated. Hopefully we can hang out a little bit later, okay? Alrighty. I'll see you in a little bit. This guy definitely needs a rehaul. Okay. Yep. Definitely needs a rehaul. Let's see what he has for his unique equipment. Okay, yep, let's do this one. I know I'm losing on a lot of damage like that. It's natural at this point. I'm trying to ensure that I can do a bit more in the way of damage. Okay. Who else do I have here to do? This Broly. Nope, he is kitted out already. That Broly's kitted out already. That is back 2 attempts on this stage.
All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this.
Not having the right rotation, and it goes and takes away the 100% friend unit.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. All right,
Ow.
let's do this.
Still haven't gotten back to 100% one. What? I did not intend to go into the battle. I most definitely did not intend to go into the battle. What is going on here? This is a 69% with max dodge. Well, too late. Used up the support memory. Might as well let it run and see what happens. Slightly less damage than usual, but I mean, sure. I took off all the additionals there. Got the super attack at least. So yeah, in the middle of the run, I did not intend to go in. This friend unit is 69%. I was hoping for 90% at the very least. I wonder what I did. I wasn't paying attention, and I must have gone into the fight. Figured I'd give it a shot since I redid the skill orbs on all of these units. There's 4 links there, 6 links there, 6 links, I guess, everywhere. Okay. I am gonna have to use a Whis here. There's no chance whatsoever that I do not need to use the Whis here. Let's heal up a bit. It's not gonna be a lot because he's not built up at all. Sure. Now, I'm not going to take any damage this turn because of the Whis with the 70% damage reduction. Countered the super attack. It's building up attack. Huge. Oh, I'm hoping that he gets additional super attacks. I built him to do more damage with super attacks. So I'm hoping he gets additional super attacks as much as possible. Yeah, okay. 1 out of 4 50/50s, at least the hidden potential system was a super attack as well. So now if he gets a counter here... Oh no, he must have gotten the second super attack. I must have not been paying attention. I must have not been paying attention. I gave him extra defense, and his defense is not even the least bit higher. Well, I do have a Whis active, so maybe I don't take too much damage here at the end. Maybe. Let's heal up a bit. Yeah, it's almost uncanny that he supers twice. Sorry, supers almost always in slot 0. I've had it once where he didn't super in slot 0. But there's an enormous amount. He got the 600% extra attack there. No additional unfortunate. No additional unfortunate. He had super attack at least. Nice to see it. Crit 2, so that was a nice bit of damage there. Nice bit of damage there. Even though this is a 69% margin, Vegeta is doing better than the one I had before. He's getting me X super twice in a row. Yeah, Broly's damage is going to be much lower because I took away some of the extras. Hope he doesn't take too much damage here. Should be at 92% damage reduction or something. Okay. I was going to say... okay, so I have to do this at the moment. This is, of course, to try and mitigate some of the damage that Beast Gohan will do. And I've got 3.5 million defense with 30% damage reduction. I think I'm okay here. If there's a super attack in slot 2, I am most definitely not okay. The problem is, will I have enough defense? If I get 2 super attacks off, I probably will have enough defense to tank a normal, but I won't be able to tank a super attack here. I want to be able to save this Whis item. I genuinely want to be able to save this Whis item. Nice, we countered. Okay. The genuine problem is, of course, of how many attacks Broly can lash out, raising the attack and defense of Beast Gohan. Oh, come on. That's two 50-50s. Okay, at least he got a super attack here. Because not doing a super attack when you're raising the attack and defense of the opponent is just abysmal. I hope that Broly's going to be okay here in slot 2. Genuinely, I hope he's going to be okay here in slot 2 with 60% damage reduction. But that wasn't a super attack, unfortunate. This could go very bad really quickly. This could go very, very bad really quickly. No additional... Okay. I need Janemba here to dodge both attacks, please. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. You have got to be kidding me. Oh! What? That's just so unlucky. That is just so unlucky. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, that is just so bloody unlucky. You have got to be kidding me. Man, that is just the worst. That is the absolute worst. Oh my goodness. Try this. Let's try this. 90% chance to dodge plus 17 in the hidden potential system. Maybe, just maybe. Right? Maybe, just maybe. He dodges all of those. He dodged. Let's go. He dodged. There's unfortunately another super attack here, and I didn't even EX super. Oh my goodness. It was not addition. He did the two supers there? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was afraid to look. I was afraid to look. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I was genuinely afraid to look. Okay, so... I am going to say... This is turn 1. Because it's all spaced out like this, I have to use the Whis. I have to use the Whis. I would rather not, but I have to use the Whis. Okay. Because of the fact that The super attack could be in any slot. No one can tank the super attack. It's only if I counter it can I tank the super attack. I had to use the Whis because she didn't counter it. I think that was only one super attack damage, not 0-2. At least they got an additional super attack. They still got an additional super attack there. Yes, the Broly here is doing a lot less damage than I would like, but I have to compromise. I'll have a Whis active, and I could throw Janemba off rotation. So that is huge. I mean, I can put him in slot 1. I don't have to put him in slot 2, so I can... Oh no, I'm losing Fierce Battle. I should still have enough for 24 key anyway. Because Janemba here can also... Oh. That's a thing as well. That's a thing as well. Both super attacks are on slot 0 anyway, it looks like. Which, Majin Vegeta, well, if he dodged one, we would definitely have survived without the Whis, but we already used the last turn just in case. Oh, we got an additional super attack. Huge. For Majin Vegeta, it's pure hidden potential system, the AGL one. There is nothing otherwise. So the dodging works better with less. Ironic, isn't it? Did I get an EX super attack? I didn't pay attention there. Oh my. Maybe I didn't. Damage is severely lacking. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's severely low. Okay. Yeah. How much defense do I have? 2.5 million. An exact carbon copy of the turn I had before. An absolute exact carbon copy of the turn I had before. Yeah. And again, if... Well, maybe not for the Broly at the end, because the Broly at the end is not gonna be decent defensively at all. Yeah, I am going to have to use another Whis here. Yeah, this is crunch time. This is absolute crunch time. I'm not gonna lie. I am just not finding this to work very well. Okay. Yeah, this can happen, of course. This can happen. Yep, there is another super attack at the somewhere else in this rotation. At least there was one there to counter. And he's not even dealing near enough damage anyway. Man, if only he would super each of his additionals. Oh, there's one. There is one. I think that's a normal. 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4 are normals. This is what hurts the damage so much. You can't make this up. It's like so bad. It's a 50% chance to be a super attack, and it doesn't proc nearly half the time. Oh my word. Oh, so bad. Just so bad. I might have a revival next turn. And if I do, great. If I don't, it might be over. No joke, it might be over. And this was a decent run too. Ironically, we could have been at 3.5 health bars left on these Gohan here. Just the unluckiness of the additionals. Man. At least he crit there. 6 health bars left. No EX super attack. Oh my goodness. It's just not interested in being successful, is it, today? Oh my goodness. This is just bad. So bad. Right there, so we maybe, just maybe. They've got under 50% health, which means the next turn we would start seeing. Yep. Yep. We are now seeing the 50% here. Now, yeah, 5 million defense. Do we have the revival or not? We do have the revival active. Okay. We do have the revival active. So I'm actually going to be doing this. Okay. I'm actually going to put him in slot 1. Even though with less hits in, Beast Gohan's attack won't be so high. With 60% damage reduction after doing a 12 key super, he might just be high enough on defense. Hey, you know what? We'll just do this. I just don't want the attack to be too much. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. I am gonna try and save the AGL orbs for next turn. Because if I do end up below 60% health or whatever it is for the threshold for Majin Vegeta, oh, he's not gonna get the 12 key, is he? I gave him too much key. Okay, he took way too much damage there, I guess, but not enough damage taken. Okay. If Janemba dodges, we might be okay. If he doesn't, we do have a revival, so there's that. 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4. Nice! Or was that 4 out of 4? I totally missed that. Or was it only 2 out of 4 because that was the hidden potential system at the end? He dodged. Okay. Domain is up. The domain is up. I have the active skill, which gives an extra 26% attack and defense. That's something. I am going to use the active skill here for Goku. Hold on. Majin Vegeta is the one I want to attack first, but I'm going to use the active skill here. Do I or do I not? Hold on. Yeah, I have to do it here because I have to try and finish him off here. If I don't finish him off here, it's over. I guess I'm going in with Goku. Even though... Okay, he can evade. He can evade. I should have taken orbs with Majin Vegeta, with Broly first. I am going to reset. Hold on, I am going to reset. I'm going to reset the turn. I don't want to... yeah, I don't want to mess that up. I don't want to mess that up. Goku could probably do a lot more damage that turn. Pity about not getting the super attack before, but he can probably do a lot more damage if I can get the 8 orbs for him. So I have to try and get the Broly to take orbs first. Okay. Let's activate this. It doesn't matter about the AGL key spheres, unfortunately. It doesn't matter about the AGL key spheres, unfortunately. So I might as well give as much key as possible for him. Do I have the same amount of links here? I don't. Let's do this. Then I'm going to put him in slot 3, and I try to get 8 key spheres for the dodge. That's 12. That is 14 orbs. That'll do immensely well. Go ahead. Oh wow, that is a lot of damage. Oh boy. Unfortunately, it didn't activate the Majin Vegeta's extra attack. Dodged. Majin Vegeta would probably have done more damage, but I do need to get the dodge out here. If I don't get the dodge, it's over for the run. Next turn, I have the revival. Nice. Okay. We are absolutely cooking at this point. Yes, okay. We have a very big chance to beat this right now. We have a very big chance to beat this right now. I just have to hope that I heal up enough, which I did, full heal. Yeah, that's the thing. So that the Broly in the first slot does not take too much damage. Because then I would lose out on so much damage this turn. And I mean so much damage this turn. Okay, you did not have to do a normal additional. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I should have put the Broly, the Tech Broly first. I did not expect him to take that much damage. He still has 60% damage reduction and stuff. He should not have taken that much damage, my goodness. Okay, so in essence, I'm at 60% health, so he has that extra attack. I have a Dokkan attack! Hold up! I have a Dokkan attack! Maybe with the extra 600% attack, we could still do this. Got all of them. Okay, good. Yes! Oh my goodness! So much bad RNG here, but we still managed to do it. And there was many... Like, if I had to put just Tech Broly in the beginning over there, I might have won easily as well. The other turn. It's just... Goodness me. The clutch dodge by Goku there, the dodge by Janemba. Man, the revival came at exactly the right time because Majin Vegeta just needed a half and a half of health like it was nothing. Funny. Ultra Super, it was insane. Oh my goodness, it took forever, but it was crazy. But yeah, that's doing it without new units. So, yeah. Yep. So, folks, that is going to be it for the stream. Thanks to all of you who stopped by, and especially for Iota for being there, giving me the encouragement to get this done. And it's very doable. It just takes a lot of rotation and a lot of RNG to get it done. It's just it is something that is very nerve-wracking. So this is going to be it for the stream today. Thank you all so much for coming, folks. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you're new here or you aren't already, please consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Lucian, signing off.